What do I do? How do I change now? I'm in pain now. I'm in pain. I'm not the same. Because it's not like it was. Now it isn't pretend. And it's not like it was. And summer never ends. Now I feel strange now. You're in range now. You're in range. And I feel strange. It's not a game now. You came now. You came. It's not the same. Because it's not like it was. Now it isn't pretend. And it's not like it was. And summer never ends. Now I feel strange now. You're in range now. You're in range. And I feel strange.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Phee Smee Show with Manly Mark. As always, we're your hosts, Phee Smee with the metal knee and Manly Mark, the guy who punches a shark. Yeah, the one or only. Yeah, that's me. Anyways, we're here. Finally, we had some car trouble this morning, so I had difficulty getting to the studio. I don't know what it is, but the devil's been attacking the Phee Smee network lately.
Last night we sailed through that minor problem that would have been nothing for most people to fix, but with your help it wasn't nothing for me to fix, so.
Thank goodness. I was worried. When you called me, I thought there's no way this is going to happen.
Yep.
And it happened.
Well, 5 minutes late, but
that's not bad, all things considering. And I don't even know if you was 5 minutes late. Yeah, you might have been.
I think I came on at 9:05.
Okay, well that's okay. That's okay, because I was surprised that it just happened, But guys, welcome. We got a good show for you. And if anyone's over there listening on the TikTok, head over to YouTube or X or our website, feesmee.com, to see us actually live in the studio. So,
or hang out right there at TikTok and see the behind the scenes.
Yeah, there's just
into the Phee Smee network.
Yeah, so even like if Jerry's out there listening, he's like, "Well, I want to watch behind the scenes." We'll go over there on the TikTok. We're live on TikTok right now, everybody. So if you want to see us in the green room,
we're live everywhere.
We're live everywhere, 365.
That's right.
Never gonna be a day that we die.
This fake news, Mark.
Tell me about the fake news, misinformation. We spread enough of it as it is.
We don't, but there's people out there that do. Bottom line is, I looked at something today and it had Iran missile report, and it showed a missile blowing up a ship out in the ocean. Now, I have not seen anything about it anywhere else whatsoever. So,
what was the source called?
It was just I didn't look on the bottom of it.
Okay, well then I can't confirm.
I tried my best to show you and to share it with you, but that didn't happen.
Well, let me just get to talking, and I'll just scroll real quick and see if I see anything. Because I know about it before Fox News knows about it.
Yeah, well, I know you do. Yeah, there's no question about that.
Well, and you ask how, and it's like, well, easy. It's just there in front of my eyes.
You can break more news to me than any of the
networks. Well, it's because I follow individuals who get stories. I'm not waiting for some network to, as you said the other day, filter it, edit it, this put their spin on it. It's this guy I follow who happens to be an investigative journalist who might work for an organization, but it's I guess an organization that's free enough to, hey, I got this story from this guy I know who's on the ground right now. This is what's happening right this second. Okay, cool. If that makes sense.
And they go live just like this, right?
Yeah, they'll go live, or they'll just post a video as it's happening right then and right there.
Well, we saw the strikes in Yemen against the Houthis. You sent me that information.
Yes.
And then it wasn't until about 4.5, 5 hours later that it was on network news. So I never know. You don't want to be faking with all these deep fakes.
No, well, deep fakes. Well, what gets me is it's like, no offense to Phee, but sometimes you'll show me a video that's clearly AI,
Yes.
and you'll ask me, and it's like, can you not tell?
Yes.
Just pay attention to the textures.
Yep.
Pay attention to the shadows in the background.
I'm much better at it now.
But you know what I'm saying? You don't
never-
just
I
look at
never
the
thought about
subject. Don't just look at the subject, like the coffee cup.
Right.
Look at the shadow of the coffee cup. Look at the texture of the coffee cup. The real, like, what's the coffee cup skin made out of? The lighting on the coffee cup. The scene behind the coffee cup, this phone. Is there any lettering on the wall or something? Look at the lettering. I don't know, just...
You have taught me well with doing that because when we first started here, you would just laugh at me.
Well, yeah, because it's like, I don't know.
You'd say, Phee, that's
Well,
AI.
but the problem is, though, there is AI, though, that could even fool me.
Well, I
it
know.
exists. Right now, it's just the AI in the hands of the consumer is just the kind that's
It's easy to.
easy, yeah. What's weird, though, is I even see ads sometimes on X. And the ad was just very, very clearly, it was like an ad of a group of people on the street cutting, or, with hard hats doing this. Woo! And it was just very clearly AI. But what was so weird was that it was just such a normal scene of what was, just whatever the commercial for the brand was. Woo! They couldn't hire people just to go, woo! But, and I thought, this is a weird placement for AI. This isn't like entertainment. This is just an ad for this whatever corporate company. But this ad's clearly AI. And, I thought, there was like 3 or 4 comments on it. Because like I said, it was just an ad came up. And two of the comments, hey, this is AI. Other people noticed too, but it's like,
Why?
Just a weird.
A different use of it.
Yeah, well, yeah, which is coming. Which is coming. People. How much cheaper is it to make that instead of hire a bunch of people to come where you can film? Woo! You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
But it's a whole lot cheaper. Yes. I get that, but that was the first time I thought, "Oh, this is the first place I'm noticing it just in a weird corporate commercial." But spooky.
Spooky.
It is spooky, man.
But you in the last 3 months, you have you definitely I just never looked. I just looked at the picture, and now I look at the picture, and then I actually have to say, okay, is it real or is it fake? Because I know they have generations now that you can't tell.
Well, yeah, or even when the Ukraine war started, there were videos coming out of fighter jets getting shot down or fighter jets shooting this or that down, and it's like, hey, this is actually from this video game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just stuff like that, or,
That's what I was asking you for as far as this missile.
Now, I don't know about that. The missile might be real. I don't know. Let me just see.
It was taken from one ship pointed toward another ship. That's where the missile hit. But I'm betting you that it was AI or a older photo. Because one has. If a ship's been blown up, I promise you, someone's sooner or later going to tell you about it.
I'm looking. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
But there is some legit news with, our President Trump's dipping his toes into this Federal Reserve.
What's he saying? He's gonna get JFK'd if he does that.
He's trying to try to take over the Federal Reserve, which is not going to happen, and he's already replacing a lady here that's suing him.
Spooky.
She's suing him.
Well, I saw that she might be connected to the Rothschilds.
Well, I thought the Federal Reserve was the Rothschilds.
They are. Everything is the Rothschilds.
Yeah. And they're coming right up on this September United Nations meeting.
Yeah.
That we've been telling everybody about. It's going to be a pivotal turning point, tipping point in this war and what we're fixing to go through.
Yeah, I'll be excited to see if anything comes of that, or if they just go there and then they say, no, this isn't going to happen. Sorry.
No, I think they'll do all their behind the scenes on the 22nd, then do their photo ops for 3 days and let everybody watch and see, and then they'll come back and they'll vote. they'll get exactly what they want. The key is, will they be able to implement it?
Man, I don't know, because how are they going to implement? Are they going to send UN peacekeepers in there to fight the IDF?
Yeah, that's going to be
that'd be interesting.
What happens before, after they agree to it, but before they sign it. That's, between September and October, those leaves are going to be changing on those trees, and I think that's a real October, November.
Yeah, but the leaves change every year. But I'm worried about this fall because you're saying it.
Yep. Well,
but then I'm like, ooh.
The leaves are changing every fall. That's exactly right.
The leaves are brown.
Sing that for me again.
The leaves are brown and the sky is gray.
How about your Ukraine, Russia? That we did just go ahead and tell you that Putin was going to continue to take land, going to continue to bomb Ukraine.
And that's what's happening, right?
And that's exactly what's happened. And now Trump is saying that the Europeans need to go over and have troops over.
Yeah, so it sounds like there's going to be some boots on the ground.
Looky.
Not necessarily American.
Looky. Here comes a cookie.
But what's interesting, I think, is that sure just sounds like a war to weaken the European nations before a larger conflict.
Does sound like that.
Let's go have them exhaust all their young men. I don't know, man. Sounds kind of let's get these people to kill each other behind the scenes, so behind the scenes we can continue to pull the strings and do what we want.
Well, that's a possibility, but when you're trying to occupy or take back territory or property, it's a whole different war than if you're trying to rid some. They care about what that landscape looks like.
Yeah.
Or they would have already taken care of just dropping enough stuff on.
Yeah. Well, now wars are fought in that you can't just razz a whole village of people, civilians. You know what I'm saying? They try sometimes.
Sometimes they do.
But it's always you almost just can't. And that's why a war sucks, is because it has to specifically be a war of insurgency, in the sense of, well, now I know you got like actual front lines in Ukraine and Russia, but in a sense it's like, well, we can't just kill all these civilians, so let's walk around trying to find the baddies, like they just did in the Middle East, or like they did in Vietnam.
Whole different war, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you can't just go in there and we're killing everybody because we don't want to waste the time to pick and choose. No, now you gotta, well, I don't know if that mother's got a bomb in her shirt, but just walk on past her. Kaboom! Oh man, my leg!
Well, that's a sad situation, but you don't know who, when you don't know who the enemy is, it makes it much more difficult to find them out.
But now they're going to just have those drones flying all over the place, just
yes, they are
exploding on our brains, man.
And that's where their Ukraine is actually being able to fight Russia because of those drones.
Yeah.
They've got some high-tech war that's, at least trying to put up some resistance. It's been 5 years, basically.
Yeah, and I'm finally seeing companies in America make anti-drone equipment. It's like, oh, thanks, because that's spooky. It sucks. You're already on the front line. Some guys in the trees shooting at you. Now you got to worry about dropping a grenade on you. No thanks.
Between the snipers.
No thanks.
And the folks on the
and now
ground.
They got the thermal. They got the thermal scope.
You don't think that 200,000 death benefits is good enough for you, though?
No, maybe for my wife. My wife would be very pleased with that. She'd be very pleased because she could be like, my husband died a hero, so she'd get that kind of like, sympathy, attention. Yeah, it'd be good attention for her first and foremost, but then she'd get that money.
Yeah.
And then, whatever insurance benefit, I don't know, it'd be more valuable to her than I am now.
No.
Well, not in terms of like, I don't know, if you can't put value on a human life, I guess $200,000 in death benefits, but monetarily and attention-wise, she wouldn't be doing bad.
Those things, those periods of time tend to fade, and then you're still left with...
Well, if you had a wife, she'd be doing pretty good with $200,000 benefits.
Not for long. She had to take care of 3 kids. That might get her a year or two.
She could pinch the $200,000 pretty thin, because she could stretch it pretty thin
with her work, and then
Yes.
Well, that's not going to happen because you're not going to Ukraine.
No, I hope not.
And they're not paying you $200,000 to join them on the military.
No. Well, they might just tell me I have to do it for free.
Not at 30.
You never know, man.
30 with kids, I think
You just
you're in good
never
shape.
know. You think things got bad enough. I don't think they care if I'm 30 with kids.
They wouldn't care if my knee had metal.
No, they
in it,
say,
too.
get out there, idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, even in Ukraine and Russia, they get these guys off the streets. They kidnap you and then send you 2 weeks of basic training. 2 weeks. And then send you out on the front lines. No thanks, man.
I had during the Vietnam War, we sent
Good.
2 doors down from my house. I was probably 4, maybe 3, but 4. And the guy left for Vietnam, and he landed, and within 24 hours he was dead, and they shipped his body back.
Great. Isn't that insane?
That was my first. I saw real pain.
Yeah.
From those folks.
Wow.
They had a little girl that was my age,
Mm-hmm.
and they moved shortly after that, and I've never seen them again. But yeah, they lived 2 doors down from me.
Yeah, just think about it. Oh, I was shipping out. Okay.
Shipping out, and had the old shipping out party, and didn't. It took him longer to get there than he was alive when he was there.
Yeah, insane, man. Insane.
So they were dropping them somewhere behind the lines, weren't they?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't like he jumped into the old headquarters and
No.
had a couple of meals first.
Yeah, man.
Well, you can see that now President Trump is telling the Illinois governor that he will be coming into Chicago.
Is that fat guy?
Yep, that's
Okay.
the guy that you really like.
No, well, you know who I really don't like is that Christie guy.
Yeah.
You know, the guy, during COVID, all those
Right.
pictures of him
Yeah.
sitting on the beach while he closed the beaches for the public, and I just thought, I mean, he's not that big, the Illinois guy, but
The guy in Illinois is not as big as the other one.
no, unless I'm thinking of the wrong guy.
Well, I mean, they're both pretty good size.
Yeah, but-
lads. I just didn't know if you were working at the carnival and trying to guess their weight.
No, I mean, if I had to guess, the one guy's weight would probably be 430.
I'd have to see him and say
430.
430.
And the other guy probably, I'm going to say 320.
Well, if this guy's 6'5" and looks like he does, he's
I don't know how tall he
might
is.
be 350. If this guy's 4 foot or 5'3" and looks like he
Couldn't
does,
tell you. I'm just intuition. Couldn't tell you.
yeah, I'd have to know their height. But I'm pretty good at I can guess weight now. I used to work in the old carnivals, guessing weight
Sure.
and clothes size.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need you going with me. I just pick your outfit out.
Okay, well, tell me what size my pants are.
Your pants,
Yeah.
30,
Length.
34.
Okay, accurate.
So, again, tune into the Phee Smee show if you want him to guess your length of your
What
pants
is my
and your
boot
waist
size? What is my boot size?
Boot size is 12 and a half.
Just 12. But
Okay.
close enough.
There you go. I did a pretty decent job. With
Decent
that.
job.
You have to give me, I mean, if you weigh 162 and I guess you at 164, that's within the margin.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't have guessed a half, honestly. But that's just me.
You wouldn't have?
Well, no, because I don't even. Maybe just because I don't buy half sizes, but I don't know. I think you're better off guessing a whole size than a half size.
Okay.
But what do I know? I'm not the guy who can do it.
No, you're not.
So don't listen to me.
You'd have real problems trying to guess up and what's going on. But Ukraine admits that Russia has entered into the key region of Dnipropetrovsk. You know what that is, don't you?
Say that one more time.
Yeah, drop the stick.
I have no idea what you're saying.
That's what I was talking about. I want you to say it.
Oh, Ukraine admits Russia has entered key region of Dnipropetrovsk.
There you go. Tune in and let's see how Mark and I butcher the English language.
Yeah,
or
but
the,
you start to
or
like.
the Ukrainian language.
Yeah.
But what else is going on with you, Mark?
Well,
this
I'm just
morning?
kind of looking to see if there's any news going on because I was running so late, didn't really have time to even go through the news.
Well, I had plenty of time to go through the news, and I can tell you that there's a lot of stuff going on. But you got folks that all over the world that are bracing for different types of events, and none of them seem very important on a day-to-day basis to us in the United States right now, other than the National Guard, the Federal Reserve, us going into Illinois. But you're going to take more and more lawsuits. Now they're trying to impeach Trump. So they're going to impeach. They're going to try to impeach him the whole time he's there.
And it all points to UN Agenda 2030.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It is amazing how behind the scenes.
And I tell you, what's crazy is I've been talking about that. I mean, people have been talking about it for years, but I hadn't been seeing nothing about it in the media or people that I listen to in a while. And then I'm talking about it, and all of a sudden, these people I follow are talking about it. And it's like, huh? They're not. It's not that they're listening to me. It's just that.
The brain waves are all the same connected.
Yes. That stuff is
remote
real.
Viewing with you guys.
It's not that we're remote viewing. It's just that there's just a collective human consciousness, man. People just are keyed into it.
You know that now on regular news, all of these things that you were bringing up 2 months ago are just they're just
UFOs, aliens,
Operation Bluebeam now in the major news.
I'll tell you, and what's interesting is that Skywatcher company I showed you
Yes.
talked about the guy who provided the technology. I talked about this the other day. Now he's pulled his technology from that company and working with the Defense Department, and it's like, whoa, interesting.
Do you like them calling it the Department of War rather than Department of Defense?
Yeah, that's interesting. And also what's interesting is this comes right after the Skywatch. There's talk of the Skywatch company actually getting one of these craft that they summoned. They use the word summon to land. So, I don't know. Very interesting.
Summoned to land.
Summoned and landed one of these craft. I don't know. I mean, just look up the Skywatchers. I mean, it's a company. They literally just video and document these craft that they manifest.
Wow.
I did a whole episode about it. You don't remember?
Yeah, I do, but I didn't know that you had told me that they landed, summoned them in.
Well, yeah, I just saw this yesterday.
Okay, well, that's a whole different story than what you were telling me the other day or what I was watching.
Yeah, so it's just interesting that the guy's also pulled his technology or machine, whatever, from that company.
And if you had to guess, just making a manly mark assumption there, what would you think the reason for that would be?
No, the government either wants to put a lid on it or they want to know what's going on with for themselves and want to do these experiments their own self.
Okay, they utilize his knowledge and his expertise, his equipment.
Yeah.
And then they just come in. Yeah.
And start doing that themselves.
You see the federal government now is starting to own different companies that want some computer chips.
Yes.
Now they're thinking about taking over another company too.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about the United States government getting into private sector?
Not good. Not good. Government anywhere is bad, man. Don't you think?
I think they're trying to utilize the technology.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if I want them in control of all the technology.
Well, I'd rather have my country in control of it than others. That's why I was asking the question, because I know it's a delicate gray area type situation.
Well, it just depends, though. These corporations and companies in the private sector, to whom are they actual loyal?
Yeah.
You know, we assume an American company is going to give them technology to the American government or make it for the American government. And maybe they are in a lot of cases, but I mean, you wouldn't have most people wouldn't think that, okay, the private sector, who are they loyal to? I don't know. You think about that?
I think it's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Because what are you doing when you start saying you can't sell to anybody else but us? That's an exclusive agreement. If you enter into one of those agreements and then you break it, then you got some real problems, ramifications. But if you say, no, I'm in business to make a profit, and if this company offers me $100 million, this company offers me $140 million, I'm gonna take the $140 million.
Yeah, me too. I'll take $140 million, please.
So
Phee Smee Network will take $140 million.
But I mean, that's you don't want to be developing technology that they're going to use against you because you didn't pay the $40 million. So I have a feeling that those type of things are all inclusive once you get in bed with them. That's the question that I was trying to get you to tell me whether or not you thought it was wise or not.
Yeah, well, I mean, essentially, I think
because Lockheed Martin, you do know, is selling to more than just the United States.
Oh yeah, man, they're probably selling to China. I saw a video or a picture of I don't know. There's some conflict going on at I don't know who it was, Iraq and Afghanistan or Pakistan and India or whoever, but they were making these tanks in a factory in China, and they had two lines, factory lines. One side was Pakistan, and one side was painted like India. Same company making the tanks going to the war.
Well, at least they're fair.
Well, yeah,
when
but
everything's level and it comes down to execution.
But yeah, but I guess if I was one of those workers and I thought, well, I want this side to win. I'm gonna stick a little wrench in this. I don't know how that worked, but just how much silly is it that these wars are real? People, bloodlines ended, die, all for people just to sit there and think, I'm making money, and it's like, come on, man, come on.
Well, there was a lady that was she's exposing all these elite parties where these folks are eating dead bodies and that type of stuff,
I'm not
decorations and stuff, and so she was freaking out. But the party was in Paris, and they were actually had it all the dead body decorated, cut open. The tongue was on someone's plate, and she freaked out, and they took her out of the room and told her she was ruining the party. That was not real; it was just art. So.
Well, what was the deal with this? Like it was like some sort of spirit cooking thing, or
it was on they had this lady on a podcast, and she was really freaking out about it. But I'm thinking, you got to be a special person to be going to those parties anyway. I guess she just saw a little too much and decided she was going to spill the beans. Yeah, those are the kind of people that when they spill the beans, they normally don't live too long after that.
No, they don't.
So I hope it was worth it for her to go and explain what was going on behind the closed doors of those parties, because that's not people that see that and then talk about it normally don't have a real good retirement plan.
No, they don't, because they always end up suicided with 3 bullets in the back of their head. I'm serious. I mean, there's tons of stories of these folks killing themselves under weird circumstances, and we hope us at the Phee Smee don't end up like that.
What do you think about the digital services tax that Trump is against? Well, do you think that's going to have anything to do with the World Bank?
It could.
All that to do in this digital. I mean, they're going to find a way to tax anything, aren't they?
Yeah.
How in the world are they taxing that?
They're going to start taxing the air we breathe with these carbon taxes.
Well, that's correct.
That's the whole UN 2030 agenda.
Well, I've been at the UN now for 2.5 years, and it's every meeting I've watched live, especially the ones over in Geneva, Switzerland, about a year ago, last May. Very involved, just watching the slow process of what they're trying to get accomplished, and they just succeed every step of the way. They're like this the Fed. The Fed right now is just setting up folks with this housing market. Mm-hmm. They're going to talk about they're going to drop here in the next cuts. So they'll drop. Mm-hmm. The stock market, of course, soars when they say that.
Right.
They're just setting folks up for a big, big fall.
Well, I hope not, but, I mean, you never know. I mean, if the world's going to go the way we think it's going to go, then wouldn't be surprised.
Well, it's going to go the way that I saw, and so that's what's going to happen next. But I'm thankful that the National Guard, no matter what the reason they think they're doing it because we need it spread all across that southern border and that northern border.
Yeah, that's interesting. What's going to happen with these National Guard?
Yeah. You remember you probably don't watch movies a lot, but there was a Sylvester Stallone movie where he was coming back from Vietnam, and his name was John Rambo.
I've never seen it, but I know about Rambo.
And the first movie was called First Blood.
Yeah, they were messing him around, and it's like, why are they being mean to old Rambo? He just wants probably a cup of coffee.
Yes. They really depict the National Guard in that movie as being a bunch of hee-haw hooers.
Well, I'm sure they were kind of mean and bullies.
The pharmacy, trying to blow up something like they're a bunch of kids out there messing with this.
Okay, well, now that was a little silly.
But I have a feeling that depiction of the National Guard is not going to be accurate when it comes to protecting their families.
No, probably not.
The land that they love. So.
No, probably not. No, not until they replace the National Guard with third world immigrants that aren't loyal to the American people.
Well, you don't think that how many of those you think are signing up for the National Guard?
Well, probably not very many right now, but it's
the ones that are, I would say, are insurgents.
Oh yeah, 100%, man.
You got those.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of those.
So, RFK Jr. demanded a vaccine study be retracted. The Journal said no. They're going to continue to go after RFK.
Well, because RFK's coming after them.
That's what I'm loving about it.
Yeah.
Aren't you loving it?
Yes. I mean, now he's talking about pulling the COVID vaccine off the shelves. Ooh,
As in Europe, they're saying COVID's just rampant over there.
Yeah, well, so is I don't know,
Measles
and communist ideology.
I wonder if these preachers are ever going to get to the point where they know that it's not a pale horse, that it's a green horse.
Well, I don't know. If you tell them long enough, maybe.
I just keep telling them that over and over and over again. I heard a guy yesterday, and he was talking about the spirit of the pale horse, and I thought, man, he's actually preaching to people and doesn't know that it's a green horse.
Well, like,
so
won't you send him an email?
Why not send him an email?
Oh, why not? What if you do and he comes out and says, guys, I meant green horse. Everything I still said applies, just green horse.
Phee Smee said the green horse, it's a green horse.
Thank you,
disregard everything else that's going on. Well, between the California governor trying his best to redistrict like the Texas governor, you've got 15-minute cities popping up, and you've got weather manipulation out in Arizona with sandstorms. But did you see how that hurricane that the news was for about a week? It was just going to be so intense, and now you don't hear anything about it.
Well, yeah,
it disappeared.
They used a pro-American weather manipulation to send it off course.
There you go.
Or something like that. Yeah.
No more property damage.
No, good.
On the East Coast. No more property damage on the East Coast.
Good.
So I was thinking, and of course, over in Hamas, and there, Gaza is now in such dismay that Egypt has made a proposal.
Well, what are they saying?
And they're saying that them, Saudi Arabia, and I believe Syria would come in and take over Gaza.
Okay.
Give the security that the Palestinians needed and to protect Israel is what they're going to do.
Interesting. Well,
I do not think that has anything to do with the two-state solution or peace plan. I just think it's interesting how they're going to portray that situation.
Yeah, well, they want to send all those Palestinians to Europe and America, which is like, why? Why does Israel want to do that?
You don't think that America's going to take any of them? We're
I hope we don't.
Haiti.
I hope we don't.
Haiti.
Why are you talking about Haiti? No one cares about Haiti.
Because we're sending folks over there.
Well, what do you think about this? Talking about this is the UN.
Yeah.
And it gives you an indication of their policy on immigration and who's pulling the strings with that. But, since 2008, the UNHCR office in Israel works closely with several local non-governmental organizations that have a special focus on asylum seekers and refugees. All over the world, this organization, UN organizations based in Israel, concerns themselves with, migration all over the world, specifically to Europe and America, these white nations. But Israel is an ethno-state.
Yeah.
Israel gets to have a border wall.
Yeah. And Israel is being run now by what the United Nations calls an international criminal.
Which is interesting.
And he would be arrested in a lot of countries outside of his.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's.
Same thing with Putin. That's why Putin hadn't met with in Alaska, because there's several places he can't go in the world.
But I doubt they're going to actually try to arrest him.
I don't think they are.
No.
But I think the UN would they might arrest Netanyahu.
Man, I don't think they would try. I don't know.
I don't think he'd be that stupid to get out in that area.
I don't know. He
but
might.
The UN and they're going to come down hard on Israel.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to put it on them, and they're going to have the whole world. And just to tell the truth, Israel's given the whole world the reasons to hate them in a lot of ways. So, that's it makes it difficult, and it makes our hearts harden. So we're just going to have to continue to move on. But I tell you, it's guidance and direction.
Well, it's getting interesting, though.
It's getting real interesting. And you're playing those chess. My last night's episode on Night was checkmate. Because we playing right now.
Yeah.
So and as far as the Phee Smee Network, we're getting our viewers ready for training camp. We got some deadgum preseason games, and then we're gonna kick off in the season. It won't be long. before this National Electronic Communications drill will be out. Mm-hmm. We'll be letting people know what to do and how to do it.
Yeah.
Boy, are you excited about going anywhere soon? Are you going to be traveling? Are you going to?
Who, me?
Yeah, you staying put with all these things going on in the country.
I'll probably stay put. I don't know where am I? Why am I traveling for?
Well,
what
I
purpose?
thought maybe that you might really want to go up north in the Detroit area.
Oh no, no, I don't do a whole.
Do some interviewing of the Muslim communities.
No,
up there.
thanks. No, I wouldn't mind talking to some old Muslim folks up from there, but
Yeah.
I don't really have any travel plans.
No
lately.
travel plans
No,
lately?
vacations
We
planned.
can't get to stuff. Well, I didn't go on vacation this year. You didn't go on vacation. When we go on vacation, we need to make it a good one.
Yeah.
I don't think going to Detroit would be a good
No,
one.
I don't think Detroit would be a good place
But that's
for vacation, personally.
what happens to your blood pressure when you drink coffee, Mark, every day? Because you know how much coffee I drink every day.
Probably a lot.
Tell them.
Oh, he drinks at least a pot, but it's always cold, probably spikes your blood pressure because it constricts your blood vessels, the caffeine, I assume, which would make your blood pressure higher. But I might be wrong.
Yeah, well, coffee and high blood pressure, basically, they say some coffee, if you have heart conditions, really spike your blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Other ones, it helps regulate
Interesting.
your blood pressure.
Depends on the coffee, huh?
Knowing how much, well, I think it depends on your condition.
Oh, okay.
Based on if you have some hypertension or not. I do not have hypertension, and I drink a ton of coffee, and it's never cold. It's only cold when he wants to get the pot that was the second pot that at 11:30 or 12 for his midday show.
Well, what kind of guy doesn't have a hot pot of coffee until at least noon?
This one,
Well,
because I normally drink coffee, and I don't make just a little K cup. I make 12.
No, I call those cancer cups.
There you go, cancer cups.
Yeah, and it's melting. You're spitting all that boiling water through a little plastic, and it drips on out. Come on, that can't be good.
That can't be good for you.
No, and I made somebody mad one time because I called them cancer cups. And and the thing is, I was having a conversation with, say, me and you at church, and this guy's walking by. I say something, I don't want no like cancer cup. I like making me a pot. And his wife had cancer, unfortunately, whatever, but came over there stomping around. Everybody's, just mad that I was attributing that cancer to coffee and plastic and whatever, but just got offended that I was talking about cancer. And it's like,
we're not trying to offend anybody.
No, but
I've gotten myself in those positions before.
But you know what's so silly is it's just like, yeah, I can sympathize with you because your wife's sick, but how low intelligence, how, I hate to say it, stupid do you have to be so emotional and so, I don't know, reactive that you can't even understand the context in which you heard the word cancer, but just hearing someone speak of the word cancer, you had to stop over there and tell him what you know about cancer and what is real about cancer, or whatever. But it's just like, context, dude. Why are you being so reactive? Get it. I can have sympathy, but low IQ idiot, obviously.
Emotional triggers are real.
But it's silly.
He thought you were making fun of the cancer.
Even if I was.
You were making fun
Even
of
if I was.
cup. And do you think, I certainly don't think, maybe they're so weak-minded that he was thinking that you were actually saying that the reason his wife had cancer is because they used
I was just over
that cup.
Having a conversation with my buddy. But it was just like like one of those, no, I don't like the cancer cups, no thanks. Plastic, I don't like that hot water. Just like I explained it to you. And he, like I said, just walking through and stomped on over. But it's just like, there's nothing you could say in the whole wide world that if I was just walking by and I heard you say any type of word at all, I'm going to be like, how dare you? No, I might go, hey, what are you talking about?
He was having a bad day, wasn't
Well, who cares, though? But it's just like, who cares? You're a 50-year-old man. Get over that crap. But I just react to people like that is just, I don't know. Those kind of people are the type of people. I love everybody, but in the back of my mind, I don't like people like that.
I've dealt with a lot of them like that, too. And a lot of them I've offended without ever knowing that I offend them.
Oh, well, you'd be surprised how many people I offend just by, well, heck, my opinions. Hey, I think mothers that stay at home with their children and spend more time with their mothers or with their children are better mothers. Oh, how many women did I offend who just happened to be listening because they happen to have jobs? I'm not even talking about you. I'm not even talking about your situation.
Right.
I'm speaking about a very, in general, broad sense, and it's my opinion. I'm not saying, hey, you, Martha, you're a terrible mother. But it just, why can't people hear opinions that...
Okay, yesterday, an advertisement, like from the 1950s home, with the woman cooking with her apron on, and the husband in the suit holding their toddler.
That's
as
the way,
the other two children are cradled around him, and the caption said, "How the media made women believe that this is what they were supposed to do, and that this was what it was a happy household was supposed to look like." When they don't show the bruises that she had at night, or the pain and the struggle of her trying to keep up with the housework and the cooking. I was like, wow, that's just. I mean, the picture was so nice.
Feminist propaganda.
And then it was just nothing but feminist.
You know what's funny though is I did see an ad from like the 50s of like a board game, and this is funny, a board game ad, and it might have been fake, but it was just still funny. But it's an ad for a board game for the 50s, and the box said "fun for the whole family," and it depicted the father and son in there with the board game, in the kitchen looking over their shoulders, smiling, washing the dishes with their mother and daughter. And I just thought, oh, that's hilarious. I mean, I'm not trying to add any feminist points. I just thought that was funny.
No, but I mean, just the roles that don't you think that the whole idea is reversing the roles?
Oh yeah, they want to make the women the head of the household,
divide the family. And they've done a good job with that.
Yes,
with
sir.
Divorce rates and as far as adulterous and affairs going on, so they've done a good job of having projecting a real positive influence about people going out and getting out of the household, working. And now with these robots and these companions, I saw another one the other day that it's out for $25,000 now, and it will actually it's the Tesla brand rather than the China brand, and it does basic household chores, cooking. But they're going to come with some really, really phenomenal ones in the future. The ones that you won't even be able to tell are fake or not, Mark. And that in itself, it's tough to fool you when it comes to those type things.
It's coming.
They'll be able to get you at some point.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they already have in a sense. But I mean, maybe everything I believe is a lie because I don't know.
Well, 1 to 3 cups of coffee a day does not affect negatively your blood pressure at all.
That's
now,
good to
if
know.
you're drinking 2 pots like Phee, then you might have a pressure.
Everybody out there, listen here. We're saying at the Phee Smee Network, don't drink 2 pots of coffee.
No, well, of course, though Phee Smee drinks 2 cups of coffee, so don't do what I do. Do what I say.
I realize your mic's been off this entire time. No, I just lied.
All right, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration recommends consuming no more than 400 milligrams of caffeine a day, equivalent to about 3 12 fluid ounces cups of coffee.
Well, some folks get that in one drink.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. So I would be in the high risk area when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
I would be absolutely in that high risk area. Although I have no high blood pressure and I eat a ton of Himalayan pink salt, and I think you need to eat a lot of Himalayan pink salt from a cellular level, regenerated level, and the Celtic salt is not bad at all either. I would recommend either one of those.
Sure, I like salt.
Yes. How about pepper?
I like pepper.
Yeah. So do you eat pepper on fruits? A lot of people think that's crazy.
No.
I grew up eating pepper on cantaloupe and tomatoes.
Yeah, you're yucky and gross, though.
I mean, I think my grandmother would eat salt and pepper on cantaloupe.
I guess she's
and
yucky and gross too.
Well, maybe she used to be, but she was my nanny, so
yucky and gross. I like salt on tomatoes.
Do you? Well,
yes.
I would hope that people would eat salt on tomatoes, but A lot of people don't eat salt on watermelon.
No, I'm just not a fruit guy though.
Yes. Well, you've got enough blueberry bushes.
We'll
and
see if they
raspberry
survive
bushes.
this summer.
That's for you to make your homemade wine.
Yes, but we'll see if it even survives the summer, man.
Well, I mean, right now it looks like that for at least a week you've got some real cool temperatures.
Yeah.
Feels like more like fall.
Yeah, I
around
wish they was here to stay, but unfortunately they're probably not.
No, you figure it's going to be 103 September the 20th.
I know, and I hate it. It's this dang climate change, man.
It's 1 month off from when I was a kid.
Yeah, everything seems shifted.
It seems to be one.
It's no longer April showers.
No.
It's May showers.
And used to, you'd say June, July, and August are the hottest months, and now September is hotter than June.
Even October's hot sometimes.
October's been hot for the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one Christmas, it was 89 degrees on Christmas Day. You remember that? Probably
Yeah.
2021,
I do.
2020, something
I
like
do.
that. During the COVID.
Mm-hmm. It's weird, man. Unnatural.
Well, I don't know about unnatural, but I can tell you that it's certainly man-made.
Yeah, something's going
I
on.
mean, manly made.
Man, it's not manly made, because manly made would be a whole lot better than what they're doing.
Manly made would be better than the weather manipulation.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah, there'd be snow on the ground from the time winter started to the time winter stopped.
You like snow, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You like to camp in snow?
I've never really done it.
Really?
Yeah, I'd like to try.
Or what about ice?
I've done it with ice around, and that's not really bad, you know?
I would think being wet and windy and cold and camping would not be something Phee would be interested in.
Well, I wasn't particularly wet, but it wasn't particularly windy. I mean, it was a little windy, but it was windy. I remember that specific night. But I just set up on the creek and built me a good old giant fire, not a giant, but a fire ring with a good wall to protect the fire from the wind, and it just reflected the heat back on me. I hung out there.
When you say a firewall, explain that to me with your...
Well, like, you build a little fire ring out of rocks, right?
Okay.
But just one side of the wall just extended up, say, 2 feet.
Okay.
That way it just kind of blocked the wind out.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, it really wasn't that hard, but...
But, I mean, that's what normal campers do.
Well,
Hikers do. They know that.
I couldn't tell you.
Because I know the little rock ring around the pit, but I never thought about, hey, let's build one up on one side to blow off and get the heat.
Yeah.
I didn't know
just
that was
reflect the
just
heat.
standard campfire.
Well, I couldn't tell you. I just did it.
And it felt good, huh?
Yeah, I did it, and it felt good.
So when you said a ring of fire, I was like, what is he talking about? But I
just crawled into my tent and went to sleep.
And your tent or your hammock?
Well, that one I used a tent.
Was it a one-man tent?
Just a little bivvy.
Pretty cool?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, just a little tube on the ground, crawl into. Went to sleep, woke up.
No claustrophobic there.
No.
That'd be interesting to see if I've been in one of those, but that was when we were, play tents.
Oh yeah, they're not.
It'd be interesting for me to go out there at night in the middle of the
Well,
forest.
you got your little phone, you got a little lamp or lantern, and the thing is, it's just like you're tired from walking all day, so you've got a good foot on each side of you, so it's not like you're just stuck in a little coffin. You're just, I'm tired, so you go in there, roll over, get comfy, and go to sleep.
And you keep the light on inside the tent?
No, I turn it off, but I always have my kerosene lantern just burning, outside burning or next to my tent.
That gives you a little light.
A little light in the fire,
What I'm thinking is just lets all the wild animals know where he is.
No.
That's what I'm trying.
No.
Do I turn it off and hope they can't smell me, or do I turn it on and let them know I'm here?
Well, they know I'm there regardless. If I got they know I'm there, light or no light, just because they smell me.
Yeah.
Those
animals got some serious noses.
Yeah, they can just smell me. But it's always fun. I'm going to go do that again here pretty soon.
I can't wait if we can get some dadgum footage of that.
We'll see. I might do it for pleasure. I might do it for business.
Well, but either way, that's what you do anyway.
Well, yeah. So I could probably do it for business, just doing it for pleasure. Honestly,
there you go.
Have a camera or two that I'm just talking to. It wouldn't be hard.
No, and it would be very interesting to people like myself that don't get out there and aren't manly enough
Yeah,
to get out there.
I don't know
by
about that.
themselves
Well,
and rock and roll, nickel and dime out there in the wilderness.
Well, what can I say?
I'm building a firewall up 2 foot on this side by the street.
Well, I might not. It
Deflect
depends.
the walls.
Depends on the situation.
The heat.
If we could get some funding, I'd get some even better equipment just to make it.
I think
Pack slider.
Once we get to that level, that you'll have some sponsors.
Well,
for
that'd be
some
nice.
camping.
Be nice.
But I don't think you'll be a sellout. I don't think you'll be a sellout with your camping gear.
No. I mean, I don't know what you mean by sellout. Like, I'm not going to use something I don't think's good.
Yes.
But I mean,
That's what I'm
there are
talking
some hammocks that are a whole lot lighter and probably more comfy than the one I got now.
Right.
You know,
So that we definitely need to get that brand on the Phee Smee network.
Yeah.
And once we're able to do that, they're going to send us some.
That'd be
And
nice.
you would be
Nice.
able to take that and showcase it
Yeah, pretty much.
out in the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, would you call that the wilderness now? Or what would we call it? Just the woods?
Oh, wilderness. We can call it anything.
Okay.
Anything. The
Any-
national forest, the woods. I don't know.
What are the, do they have any guidelines or rules for the national forest when it comes to camping overnight or hiking?
I think you can't stay there more than 2 weeks. You have to move spots.
Okay.
You know, that way you can't just live out there. But I mean, you can. You just have to move locations.
You have to keep moving.
Yeah. But I think it can be just 20 feet or something. You know, something silly like that. But no, you can make fun. Now, if there's a burn ban, you can make burn. Now they have rules probably about like fires, like no big giant fires. I mean, I don't know the specifics, but as far as like just hiking and camping, it's just free and open, man.
I just didn't know how many people they had patrolling or out there actually.
Probably not very many.
Yeah,
I mean, like when I went on the Ozark Highland Trail, I didn't see a single person the entire 7 days that's out there.
Okay.
Like at all. Didn't see anybody.
So these game wardens and they would not be out there at all, would they? Unless they got a report.
Yeah, but probably unless they got a report, unless he was just camping next to one, because you'll pass dirt roads, go over dirt roads along the trail or even along paved roads,
Okay.
that just because I went over 100 miles, so you'd think, you're going deep in the wilderness on the trail sometimes, but then sometimes you pass through these just regularly driven roads or these just dirt logging roads, and so I guess you could come across one driving on one of those roads, or if you called a ranger station, told them where he's at, they could get there, whatever. But but if you don't even have to stay on the trail, now I'd probably recommend it. But if you just wanted to take off bushwhacking 40 miles into the wilderness, you could and camp and be no problem. It's not illegal or anything like that. I want to go searching for gold in the Ozarks because there's stories of the Spanish, when they were working their way through, coming through the Ozarks, and stories of people finding Spanish gold in the Ozarks. So I'd like to go looking.
Wow. Well, I know they've got diamond. You can go try to look for
Yeah,
diamonds.
I mean that'd be
in
fun,
Arkansas.
but that's lame and gay compared to
Yeah.
hey, I'm going to go.
Well, my point was, if you know that they get diamond mines in Arkansas, there might be some gold up there in those hills.
Yeah, it's not like gold mine. It's just Spanish.
Yeah.
Who buried some gold stashes.
It's
or
a
something.
treasure hunt.
Yeah, it's a treasure hunt.
But you'd be up
treasure
in
hunt on the
dadgum-
Phee Smee
you-
Network.
You'd be up trying to get some dadgum Spanish gold up in the Ozarks.
Yeah, well, like there's even
Caves.
like even back in Mount Vernon where I lived for several years, there's even like my brother lives on some land that used to be some old stores, and one of the local boys that's around our age has been doing some research because he's real big into like metal detecting, and says he knows where some sort of stash or treasure is buried, but he didn't want to tell nobody because I think it's like on my brother's land or something. And so, he's like, yeah, so it's just even
The
stuff.
rumors of
Yeah, even
treasure.
stuff like that is just fun to me. And it's like I want to be involved in some sort of thing like
He is
that.
a closet archaeologist.
I mean, but,
I'm telling Indiana
the
Mark.
gold in the
Which is
Ozarks.
Montana Mark.
The gold in the Ozarks is probably far-fetched, but I'd still, how good would it be to be like, I'm going to go spend a week, do a lot of research, see, actually do the research where they might have went through, go look in those, do research, this and that, and then spend a week just filming my episode, filming a little documentary of, hey, it's Manly Mark living out here in the forest, looking for some gold. If I find any, great. If I don't, great. Now, if I actually did, it'd be, oh, I found this coin. Whoa, we found one single. Coin.
Quarter.
One single gold doubloon. Okay, let's give it to history. But then all the 2 tons that we actually find, we melt down into gold we can spend. You know.
That's a plan.
Well, because, I mean, you can either sell on the black market, risky, or you say, hey, history people, we found all this gold. Yeah, you're going to take it and give me a very small $5,000 finder fee. Okay, thanks. Stupid. Okay, we found 1 coin. Great. I found it in the dirt. Here you go, history. Take the rest of the gold. You melt it down. Sorry, history. Sorry.
A little. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yeah, now if we can find some cool like axe or sword or armor, yeah, I give that crap to history. But as far as gold and stuff we can melt down, we're melting it down.
Especially what gold prices are today.
I'm just saying. I mean, we'll give one to Bloom or 2 or 3 to history. But as far as any big, large portion of gold I find, we're melting it down. You can't tell me that's not a bad idea, Phee.
That is the best idea I've heard when it comes to treasure hunting. Sharing a little with the museums, keeping a lot for Mark. Excellent.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I don't even know if I would give any to the museum.
Yeah, I honestly, I might not. I mean, because
then they'd be wanting to know how much more you got.
Yeah, because it's like, is the fame worth it, or is the fortune worth it? No. Fortune.
I'd rather. Don't worry about the fame. Just take the money.
Yeah, be like, sorry guys, we didn't find any gold on this episode of. Now, right after that
would be real gold if you would actually find gold on the episode.
I know that's what I'm saying, but the thing, if I did it, it'd be like, well, I didn't find no gold. Hey, the Phee Smee network now has a whole lot of major upgrades.
Yes, they have moved
pending his
luscious building.
Yeah, pending Mark's quest that he didn't find anything on.
No,
you know.
Bottom line is, I would look forward to you actually spending time exploring.
I would do it. I'd love it. And you know, you can find all those caves I'd be looking and crawling in. Now I wouldn't be like. Now I say that, preface it by saying I'm not squeezing through any small cracks or I'm not going down any holes with a rope. But I'm just simply saying there are tons and tons of caves, just openings that if, hey, look, there's this cave. Oh, and there's a little walking. I can walk, and you know, I mean, I do it like that, but yeah. I ain't crawling, scooting on my booty.
You don't want to get too far in that cave to where you can't move or turn around.
No, I ain't doing none of that.
Not crawling into that.
No, I ain't doing none.
Claustrophobia. I didn't think I had any of that either, but the last MRI I had it really bothered me.
Yeah,
I had to put my arms like this.
I've never done that.
And that main artery that was in my arm. It's been since I was 14, so it's been 46 years. Mm-hmm. And when I put it in there, it started throbbing. And I told it, I said, I'm not comfortable in here to spend 30 minutes. I probably had 15 of them, but that one right there, no. They let me out. Well, you might need to go get you some Valium. No, doesn't have anything to do with my nerves. It has to do with this arm, the way I've got to squeeze in there, and it started pounding. Then that gave me anxiety, stress.
Interesting.
But I wasn't going to sit in there for 27 minutes.
No thanks. I've never done nothing like that.
Therefore, I have not had my shoulder operated on since I tore it up in 2014.
And left shoulder, okay. If you fight Phee, just yank on that left shoulder.
Just remember, everything on my left, from my waist up on my left's bad. Everything from my waist down on my right side.
Kick him in the right knee and tug on that left shoulder.
There you go. It wouldn't be long. I'd be tapping out. He doesn't like me tapping on any of it.
It messes with the mic, obviously.
Messes up the mic, and I am sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
Are you happy with your Midday Madness show today? I know you're excited about your content. Really getting deep into it.
Yeah, we're so excited.
You ready to rock and roll? Because I told him last night, you've been putting on a show since last Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. This week, I expect perfection from you today.
We'll see how it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for showing up today on the Phee Smee Show with Manly Mark. He is in a top form. He wants to go camping. He wants to go hiking. And he will be back at 12 noon for his Midday Madness Show with Manly Mark.
Yes, thank you.
And then Phee Smee will be back tonight with Night with Phee. We're going to be nickel and diming and two-line rhyming as we are rocking and rolling.
Two-line rhyming.